Hey, how's it going everybody? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Spider-Man series Spider-Man figure. That's a whole lot of Spider-Man in one sentence, but it's okay because this is probably the best wave of Marvel Legends we've seen in probably a couple of years actually. So I am happy to show this figure to you. I said in the Superior Spider-Man review that I thought he was a little bit better than this one, and I still think it. This guy is a darn good figure though. I'll point out a couple things right off the bat why I think this guy is better than this guy. Couple things. The paints are about equal because this guy had some screwed up spots, this guy has some screwed up spots, so really I can't complain either way, on more so for one than the other. The sculpt on this guy is superb in that it has the texturing throughout. However, he has no chesticles at all. His chest is super narrow because of this ugly butterfly joint, which also makes his shoulders slightly narrow. If you look at him though, the shoulders really aren't the problem. It's just the butterfly joint killing the chest altogether. This guy still has somewhat of a chest, so it makes him look much better in the proportion region. This guy, while it doesn't have much of a chest and the butterfly joint is way ugly compared to that one, it's still effective for sure. And once you get imposed, see how ugly that is? Once you get imposed though, it's going to be just fine. So you can overlook the problems, but they're still there. So that's one of the things, is the shoulders are just destroyed by that ugly butterfly joint and the chest being not there. And then the ab crunch. This guy's ab crunch is a little bit lower and a little more effective. His ab crunch only goes like that. One click forward, one click back. So it's not the best ab crunch at all. That's really the only issues I have. Sure, his hips are a little bit better also, but they're about the same. So this guy's still great. It's just those few issues kind of knock it a little bit. He comes with interchangeable hands just like the other one, web slinging for either side, and fists actually for either side. So that is a bonus for this guy. He stands just about the same height. He is 6 1/4 inches tall, and like I said, he's fully sculpted. All the webbing, all the texturing, it's all there. The spider's sculpted on the front and the back, so it looks good. The eyes are sculpted. Everybody's talking about how much they love this Spider-Man head. Personally, I mean, it's really good, but I don't know if it's my favorite. He's lacking a forehead just a little bit, so I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but it's still certainly good enough. As far as articulation goes, it's on a disc. Doesn't have quite the range of motion as the other one, but definitely more than enough. Like I said, the butterfly joint is in here. It's really effective, but it's really ugly also. The ball hinge for the shoulders, just fine, no problems there. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. They use the red pegs for the outside, but they really stand out on the inside. And the reason that is because it's bigger on the inside than the outside to help the sculpt along. They don't want the big end of the peg on the outside. However, since the color matches the outside, it really stands out pretty horribly there. What are you going to do though? I guess that's just the way it goes. The wrist swivels and has a pivot. Same on both sides, same on all of the hands. You already saw the ab crunch. He does have a waist twist. The thighs or hips, very similar to the other Spider-Man. They come forward very well. To the side, just a little bit better. So maybe his hips are actually a little bit better. I thought they were they had less of a range of motion, but now that I'm looking at it a little closer, they are pretty darn good. So we'll just ignore that part that I said earlier. It does have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He has a boot swivel, which I hate. You guys know I don't like that because it's not a realistic joint. And mine's not quite centered on the left leg. You can see there's a lip to the boot on this side, and on this side there's a lip to the leg, so that's not good. It's not a problem on this side though, so maybe that's just mine. And then he has the new ankle articulation, which is fine for Spidey. Everything's newly sculpted for this guy, so you won't see any reused parts. So that's one of the other reasons why I really like this wave. We got tons of new tooling for this wave, and they're all painted well enough. As you can see, his paints are fairly clean. It's just things like this that really drive me nuts. I hate having big splotches of paint scraped away without me even touching the figure yet. He came that way out of the package, so it's not ideal. But that all said, he does look really good. His eyes have like a pearly white to him, and he's definitely one of the best Spidey figures we've gotten in a very long time, so you should definitely pick him up along with the rest of the wave, really. Alright guys, there it is. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.